Hey guys, Mortimer here with a different video from usual. Actually, I've done one like this before. Anywho, this is the most anticipated games of 2018 so far. Let's get right into it.
We must atone!
Something is coming. You can feel it, can't you? You can feel that we are creeping towards the edge.
Start off the list is Far Cry 5. I have not played any of the Far Crys, so I'm going based off the trailer and some of the sites that I've looked up for the storyline and stuff. A man named Joseph has been spoken to by God, who has tasked him with saving as many souls as he can from the end of the world. But rather than choosing the harvest of souls through peace, no. The Father chose the most vicious forms of manipulation possible. But you guys already know this man crazy. Not only is it the Father, but this is his cult or the Heralds. When you think all is lost, you guys, the Resistance, pretty sure that's you and I think. Trailer is pretty straightforward, and I think the game's gonna be pretty fun to play. I don't have much to say. I haven't played any. Next one.
Are you gonna do it?
Next is God of War. I played some of the games, and when I mean some, I mean if I go over a friend's house and they're playing a game from the God of War series, I watch it. But this time I play. And this new God of War, it's based on Norse mythology. The previous games were Greek mythology. The plot: many years have passed since Kratos took his revenge against the Olympian gods. Having survived his final encounter with his father Zeus, Kratos now lives with his young son. In the world of the Norse gods, a savage land inhabited by many ferocious monsters and warriors. In order to teach his son how to survive in such a world, Kratos must master the rage that has driven him for many years and embrace his newfound role as a father and mentor. Kratos must also contend with the Norse gods themselves, as they are taking precautions against him, due to them being aware of his role in the destruction of Olympus. Over the course of their time together, learn more about his father's complicated and shady past, while struggling with whether to be like his father or choose to be his own person. I'm not even gonna lie, I love to watch people play this game. I've seen the trailer, and I'm super pumped to get into this gruesome action.
Wait here. I will handle this.
Got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
Starting off our top 10 list is Red Dead Redemption 2. I wish I played more games. The amount of games I've played is sad. Like, just look at my Steam library. Anywho, in Red Dead Redemption 2, we play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw who rides with Dutch's gang. After doing some research, it seems this game is actually the prequel to the first installment of Red Dead Redemption. A key factor to this is Dutch. In the second game, he is younger, healthier, but in the first game, he's older and he committed suicide at the end. After watching the trailer a couple of times, it seems that you're chasing people while being chased. Morgan is trying to collect debt from people while being chased by a lawman. I've always liked the old Western themes. The game looks like a lot of fun and a very, very promising storyline.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call javelins. These suits give players superhuman capabilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam, looking good. Nice, you've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
Coming at number 9, Anthem. Anthem is a BioWare multiplayer game where players will assume the role of a freelancer, one of a group of people who leave their civilization to explore the surrounding landscape. After watching the gameplay trailer, this game looks so awesome. I love games with exosuits. In the game, your exosuit is customizable by appearance and abilities. The gameplay is supposed to have the map or world dynamic. I'm guessing this means there are no set engagements. Enemies and hostiles can literally come at any second from anywhere. The gameplay looks very promising. What caught my eye the most was the ability to fly, hover, and swim at great speeds. The multiplayer seems super awesome too. I believe that players can join at any time, and I can't wait to play this with a group of friends.
With Fisk behind bars, what's next?
And the city's safer than ever. Maybe Peter Parker can have more of a life.
Are you in trouble? Do you need money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind.
At number 8, Marvel's Spider-Man. In the new Spider-Man game, Wilson Fisk is behind bars. Peter Parker seems like he can actually have a normal life. No, a new threat arrives, the Demons. It's run by Martin Lee, and I have no idea what is up with this guy. Like what his power is, or what he does, or he... Okay, that was the best summary of what I know so far about the game, but it looks super sick. The combat, the costume, the graphics. I love Spider-Man, my favorite Marvel superhero by far. For him to get a new costume, it looks super good. It is a dream come true. Don't get me wrong at all. I loved all the previous Spider-Man games, but I'm excited for a fresh PS4 Spider-Man game. Okay, number 7 is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This is literally a black screen. Okay, this is gonna be the shortest summary of your life. I don't know if it's coming out this year. I don't know if it exists or what it's about. I saw videos and sites talking about it, and I've seen some gameplays, and I really like it. I want to play the next one. Please don't hate me. Next.
Samurai.
Number 6, Ghost of Tsunami. Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not even joking. I thought it said tsunami at first. Anywho, Ghost of Tsushima takes place in 1274. The defenders of Japan, samurai warriors, were invaded by the Mongol Empire, conquering Japan and wreaking havoc. You, as one of the last remaining samurai, must rise and fight back this formidable foe. This gameplay is told to be open world. Towns to see, people to meet, places to seek, and explore new things. I haven't even seen actual gameplay, but the story mode and what I've heard sounds very promising. By the way, by the time this is uploaded, I'm probably going to be at my friend's recording a podcast talking about the Ghost of Tsushima. Link in the description when that happens.
What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from me, okay?
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Starting off our top 5 list is A Way Out. A Way Out is about 2 prisoners, Leo and Vincent. 2 men who don't know each other, but who will have to work together no matter the situation. They need to find a way to break out of prison and continue on together beyond the prison walls. I think it's the coolest thing that the game is always in split screen, locally and online. With the split screen, you could be both in cinematic, both in game, one in cinematic, and one in the other game. Well, in the same game, of course. As we go through the story, not only do we learn about both of the characters, but we embark in remarkable moments, car chases, stealth passages, melee fights, shootouts, and many more.
Someone asked me once if I remembered how it all went down. As if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember. I remember when our home...
Coming in at number 4, Days Gone. Days Gone is an open world action adventure game set 2 years after a devastating global pandemic. Play as Deacon St. John, a bounty hunter facing a brutal struggle for survival, searching for a reason to live. The game is said to offer a very realistic open world, able to travel where you want and not know where the danger is. Another important feature is brutal sandbox combat, exact words, amplifying true freeform gameplay. Days Gone offers freedom to explore, strategize, and play your way. Every challenge can be approached and completed in almost an infinite number of ways. Many different items and weapons can be crafted using items found in the field, including brutal melee weapons and traps. Customizable weapons and skills offer true freedom in how the game is played. I really like this a lot. I've seen gameplay of Deacon adding a car part to its pistol to make a freaking silencer. That is so awesome, like a freaking silencer out of a car part. Of course, unique enemies, freakers, which, like, come on, they're zombies. These infected humans have habits that players can adopt to. The game also takes place in the harsh, high desert of the Pacific Northwest. Offers a large variety of environments in a single geographical area. This game is going to be so awesome.
Follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong.
Now the top 3. Starting is The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us Part 2 takes place approximately 5 years after the original, about 25 years after the outbreak of the cordyceps brain infection began. I probably pronounced that very wrong, sorry. And will feature the return of a 19-year-old Ellie, whom players will assume control of, as well as Joel in his mid-50s. Ellie is fueled by hate, which will be a major theme within the story. The story will be centered in Seattle, Washington. In the reveal trailer, when Joel asks Ellie what she's gonna do, she replies,
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
My only guess would be the Fireflies. I played through like 75% of the game, but that was enough to get me hyped up for a second Last of Us. Number 2, Metro Exodus. This game took me by surprise. I've never heard of a Metro franchise, but after watching the gameplay trailer, I was sold. Metro Exodus is the sequel to Metro Last Night. The story starts in Moscow, and you play as why are there so many names I can't pronounce in these games? And it picks up from Metro Last Light, Enlightened Ending. There wasn't that much of the story revealed except for that. I love the gameplay, but especially for the graphics. It looks so good and it sounds so good. I honestly wish I had more to say, but I have not played the 2 previous games, and there is so much more info on the story that I don't know. But I love how the pure gameplay makes it high on the list. It was hard to choose the second list and not the first one. Speaking of the first,
but the hostage taker could be the family's Andrew. negotiator on site.
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent.
Number 1. Detroit Become Human. The plot revolves around 3 androids. Kara, who escapes the factory she was made into, explore her newfound sentience. Connor, whose job is to hunt down deviant androids like Kara, and Marcus, who devotes himself to releasing the androids from servitude. The characters may survive or perish depending on the choices that are made, which serve to shape the story as customized by the player. The game is surrounded by these 3 androids, but it seems like we can play other androids. And one of the gameplay trailers, we play as a housekeeper android who is shown to be playable. The game obviously takes place in Detroit. Out of the 3 androids, it seems like Kara will be the main one. What I like the most about the game is the choices, different outcomes and consequences. You have to live with these consequences too. I do find it very cool that one of the androids' names is Marcus. The gameplay is very interesting, especially since you gather information and explore and interact with the world before a scenario to ensure your success rate is even higher than not exploring. So you really have to take your time in-game, explore, think, remember, act. This was my most anticipated games of 2018 so far. So you notice there was no Telltale's games, you know, that's its own video. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and for sure comment down below, like, did you agree with this list? Is there any games that like you guys are anticipating? Because you know, this is my personal list, this is what I found so far, this is what I researched so far. You know, like after this video comes up, more games are gonna be announced and stuff, but so far this is my most anticipated games. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hope you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
It's me and